JESKAI Paragon, an Oculus deck built around Shiko, Paragon of the Way, a 5-mana JESKAI 4/5 legendary creature spirit dragon with flying and vigilance. When Shiko enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard, copy it, then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Okay, so where does this card want to go? Probably in an Oculus deck. You could play this on 5 and basically reanimate the Oculus. This is not a specific brew. This deck is more just me like trying out some new cards for you guys. Like I don't really have a good sense of where I want to go with this. I mostly just want to try some things out. So we're also running the Tersa Light Shatter, 3-mana 3/3 legendary creature, Orc Wizard with haste. When it enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. So very similar to the Steam Core Scholar in that sense. And then whenever it attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard, you may play that card this turn. You still have to cast it. It's not for free, but you could play lands or potentially cast back Oculuses. This card is pretty similar to Kiora, which is not currently in the deck because I guess we're on Tarkir Dragonstorm, but she is also draw 2, discard 2, and then has a threshold ability, so pretty similar there. But this sucker has haste, so you slap down a hasty 3/3 with Proph's Eidetic Memory, draw some cards, and you're hitting with like a 5/5. So this card could be very good in this deck, even in like ranked meta best of 1 standard. This card could be very good. We're trying out the Flamehold Grappler, just one of a 3-mana 3/3 human monk with first strike. When it enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn when you cast it. So like turn 4, you could go like Grappler and then follow up with Helping Hand, and then copy it and get back 2 3-drops if you happen to have that much stuff in your graveyard. We're also trying out Narset JESKAI Waymaster, 3-mana 3/4 legendary creature human monk. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn. So you may discard, so you can slam it on 3 and just have it sit there. It's probably better as like a turn 10 top deck. You would discard your hand, and then you would cast, you draw the number of cards equal to the number of spells you cast. If all you cast was Narset, you would then draw a card on end step. But then next turn, if at this point in the game, you're just playing everything out of your hand. So if you cast like 1 or 2 spells next turn, you would discard your empty hand and then draw 2 cards. And like it could be a very good top deck late. We'll see how good it is. And then the last new card we're trying out is Taigam, Master Opportunist, a 2-mana 2/2 legendary creature, human monk at Mythic Rare. It has Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. So this is kind of weird. But yeah, we could set up a turn where we like Taigam early, it just sits there, and then we like Torch the Tower, and then Helping Hand is the second spell we cast that turn. And so then we would copy the Helping Hand and immediately reanimate like an Oculus, but then the second Helping Hand would just kind of sit there in suspension for 4 time counters. The opponent would have to be like, all right, well, I could kill the Oculus, but I know he gets it back in 4 turns anyway. So it's kind of a weird card to play around. 4 turns is a long time to go. But we are going to try this out here today. And the rest of it is standard Oculus stuff. We'll see how it goes. I did try to use Taigam with Overlords. I just hopped into the bot match, and everyone was saying that if you do that trick, the Overlord comes in on the creature half immediately, and that was not the case. I went like Taigam into Overlord of the Hauntwoods, and I did get a 4 counter suspension kind of token on the left side of the screen, and then the original or the copied Hauntwoods just came in as the enchantment side. So I did not play around with that deck. We're on the play. This hand is not very good. It does not do a whole lot, and there's no way to get the Oculus in the graveyard, so I think you mulligan this. This is a hand. Okay, we could keep this. Probably just put back the most expensive card here. Alright, we will see how this goes. This is a little more experimental. I'll be sad if we lose every game, but it's okay. We're just figuring things out here. Alright, Shiko's showing up again. We could discard the Grappler and just reanimate it for cheap, I guess. Not sure we have too much else to do, really. I think that's fine. Another land. Okay, so we could Prof and Helping Hand it. Copy the next spell you cast this turn. We could copy the Eidetic Memory. Guess they're taking the Helping Hand anyway. That's cool. I like that. Alright, here comes Prof. Draw a card. Swing for 3. So we're getting close to Shiko, and that would get back our random Grappler. Ay, ay, ay. That's not a good card for us to see. Oh gosh, I'm not a pro at this deck. What could we draw into? Really just the Torch the Tower. And we have the untapped red, so I think we can start here. In case we just want to play a tap land. It's a whole lot of land. I will decline this. Let's discard a land, and we'll keep the other blue source. You have creatures down there? Yeah, we already have a creature down there. Okay. It's a chunky 5/6. And this sucker's got Menace. A non-land card. Well, we will see what he gets. That's a crazy. Oh, your library. Still. First year persistence. Can you cast it for 7? Or you have to cast it for -3/-3. Christ. Okay. I mean, you can try the double block with Menace, but if there's any removal spell, you just get blown out, and you're even more sad. Hopefully we can kill him before we can get back a, I guess he'll take our Grappler. Or if we get our Grappler now, there's nothing really good in the graveyard. Now there's an Oculus in hand. I mean, yeah, we're just going to get that guy back this turn. I don't think there's any reason to do it before combat. Here comes some attacks. Trumpeting Carnosaur. A little reanimator deck, maybe drop to 7. It is decent pressure. He does get to reanimate that though. Could get the Scholar here. Probably a little better. It's a flyer, which I think is also pretty good. We can't really bin the Oculus because he'll just get it back, which is not so good for our flying strategy, right? So I guess we bin the helping hand here. I think he wants to get the Carnosaur, but if he takes our Oculus, then we don't really have lethal anymore. And that puts a sorcery in the graveyard. That's not so helpful. Yeah, I think it's this. I don't really want to give him my Oculus, if we're being perfectly honest. But if he can't find a removal spell or flying, we should have lethal. Fear of missing out, draw discard, put a +1 counter on one of our flyers. Swing for 7. That does not block our flyers. There is Reanimator. He's got all these alternative artworks. I guess I could be doing that. See if he taps out. If he gets back Fear of Missing Out and plays it, gets the Tersa. Okay, I think we have lethal here. Unless he hits with the Cruel Claw and gets a free spell, but I think we have to take that risk, right? Oh, that's so annoying. Draw discard. Oh man, almost anything is fine here, I think. Removal spell sucks. Most of his cards are going to be creatures though, right? I mean, we have lethal if we don't do it. 4, 5, 6. I think you give it to him. Unless we think we can draw. I think you give it to him. Fear Missing Out. Whew. All right. We get there. I think. Dragon. Draw discard dragon for your reanimator deck. That makes sense. Helping hand anyway. Okay. We got it. Should do it. He scoops. You want to give it to me? I feel like I earned that one. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Move on to the next game. It's running 24 land with 3 5-drops. We plan to draw a discard, so I think it's fine. I don't think I would drop it to 23. I don't think we need to run 25. So we played our 5-drop and got back a Steam Core Scholar. Is that all we got? Which was fine. The eidetic memory was put in work. It's almost the end of the early access event. In theory, if I make another deck really quickly, I could do one more. I'm not sure what I would do for the last deck. On the draw, with Fear in a Surveil land and Helping Hand, I think you keep this. Alright, we'll give it a go. Orzhov. Orzhov sack. Alright, we Surveil here. I mean, we can't... I guess we could recommit... No, that's only 3 mana by 3 or less. I think we're too far away from this. Next turn we Fear... Yeah, I mean, we don't have anything to reanimate anyway. I think we dig a little faster. Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, sure. Could discard draw. We don't have anything good to discard yet still. Let's try the Inti first. A lot of reanimation stuff, but nothing cheap to reanimate yet. Alright. A cheap removal spell. So far, no new cards. There's the Oculus. Alright, we get to do the thing here. Leave open white. Discard a card. Recommission a card. Alright, we've done the thing. Yeah, you can be face down, sure. Oh, we should have checked the card types. Whoops, should have left enchantment down there. Yeah, that would have turned on Delirium this turn. Alright, let's see if we can get Delirium anyway. Looks like we can. Just a single instant will do it. That's fine, I guess. Could take the Flyer, which I think is also fine. Or we could take the Evangelist. I think we can take this guy. If you flip here, you don't ETB, I don't think. Well, that's not going to go great. They do get the bat, though. That's fine. They eat it all. We will play a fast land. We already have Delirium, so we'll take another Fear underneath, I guess. I'm not a pro at this deck at all. I played it like once, and I didn't play it that well, and I got a lot of negative comments. They were like, how dare you not keep Fear missing out on top? It's a free... You discard first, and then you draw, and I hadn't really thought about that. And so I, like, could have kept it on top, I guess. Because on an empty hand, you discard nothing, and you draw anyway. So... I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm talking instead of playing. Yeah. Anyway, I got like 10,000 comments. You idiot. How dare you play this deck? You should have researched it beforehand. It's like, damn, dude, I don't have enough time to like fucking master every deck before I play it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's all good. We're doing okay so far. Let's see. What have we got to see in action? I mean, the dragon did okay. 5 mana is expensive, but it is cool. We've not gotten to see all the new cards. I guess we could put in more of the new cards. Just to like force experience them. I think I'm down for that. I think after this game we'll cut whatever the 3 mana 2/2 Vigilance Flyer is. We'll cut all of those and we'll put in some of the other new stuff, and then we'll maybe draw it a little more consistently. Then we can check things out. I guess in theory, like you could cut some of the 2-mana reanimation spells to run Shiko, but I kind of feel like the whole point of the deck is to aggressively, at an absurd rate, pump out Oculus. So that's probably not a change you want to make. I ended up cutting the Siren, the 1-drop. I was like, all right, if we're gonna run a 5-drop deck, I don't think we need 12 1-drops, and so I just kept the Torch and the whatever the little helping hand is, and then cut all the Sirens. Siren is very good if you're being fast and aggressive and you eidetic memory. You can just pump a random 1/1 flyer to the moon, and it's quite annoying if you can't kill it. Like, I have lost to that before. I think I lost to it in my most recent rank 1 mythic run. I just a single little flyer. It was like a 5/5 and then a 7/7. I just like couldn't answer it in rabbits and didn't hit a removal spell. Oh my gosh, my headphones are dying here. Okay, this is a godlike hand. We will keep this for sure. Yeah, I gotta fix my headphones. It's running out of battery. Go fast land. Do we want to kill this little thing? Like, are there more impactful cards? I don't know. This is fine. It helps fuel Delirium, I guess. I don't know if it's worth the time of day, but we'll make it happen. All right. Discard the Oculus. Another Oculus. Cool. Inspector, Absin, little weenie tokens. Oh, we just played this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. At the, I guess we could inti attack and then potentially hit a land is probably how you're supposed to do this. I guess you bin the next Oculus because we're not really casting it soon. Plus we have the next reanimation spell. Okay, we don't hit a land, so that's a waste a little bit, but that's fine. And if we get up to 5 lands, we can Shiko back the second Oculus. Ho ho ho, you poor sucker. I actually really like this guy. He's one of the few YouTubers, like, I think he actually puts out really good content. I think he's very coherent. We have to discard our Shiko. I guess you just flip this instead. Good night, sweet prince. I don't know. All these guys can go. I feel like it does not matter. I guess we're discarding our fear. Can we decline? Let's decline here. I feel like our cards are good. We already attacked. He's just like, nah, I think he's just over it. You're not supposed to scoop in the event. Yeah, he's like... no, I think he's genuinely like one of the actual good creators out there. I think he has good insight. I don't know if he does clickbait or not. I would say for the most part not. Maybe he does sometimes, but he seems pretty genuine, so I actually like him quite a lot. I think he did some set review or something, and I was like, oh shit, like he actually knows what he's talking about. That's pretty cool, because I feel like a lot of people... Yeah, I like him. Mythic Mike. Ah, shit, I was talking. I forgot to... We'll make the subs in for the Steam Score color next. Okay, we're on the draw here. If you hit the third land, you draw a discard. The Oculus, which I think you keep. Hello. Whoops. Rabbits. Okay. Fast land on red. And there is stick, but if they're running a pump spell, I don't know. You really gonna run a pump spell? No. Beast Caller. Okay, well, we need that third land like ASAP. We'll turn on full control here because we have nothing to do. Winternight Stories. Draw 3, discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. I mean, this would be a max of 1 of. Because you like the draw discard effect on the creature spells anyway. We hit the land. Let's go. Alright, I guess just Scholar here. It's probably the best thing to do. Hope Oculus is enough. Whew. Okay. So next turn we can Helping Hand and then Winternight stories away the second Oculus. And hope we don't get run over by Mono Green here. Mono Green making a comeback. I mean, this will put a crazy number of counters, right? Endures X. Yeah, I mean, we could block. I think double blocking might be more profitable later. They do nothing here. We could also torch and kill the Beast Caller for good. That's kind of interesting. We'd sack the Scholar. This might be our chance to kill it. They're also stuck on stuff to do here. That's a little bit interesting to me. Let's just start with this because we're pretty confident this part's going to happen. Oh, you know what? We could sack the 2/2 we get. What, you got a counterspell in green? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you did that. We have the backup, but a valiant effort regardless. All right, let's... Oh, we don't have the backup. Okay, we attack with Vigilance here. And then, geez, we could sack this thing and reanimate it. Actually, let's see. Bargain, sack an artifact, enchantment, or token. All right, we actually cannot do that. All right, well, we got wrecked. The main deck of the Graveyard hates. Two +1 counters. We can't torch that. Have another rabbit. Well, it is outscaled now, and the removal spell is not so good. I think we're actually about to lose to Mono Green, which is a little bit humiliating, but the main deck Graveyard hate is we'll get you. Okay, we could block and trade here. They get a counter somewhere else, but I mean, I think we've lost this game basically. He's let him move to damage first, so he can't put the counter on the 6/6. Okay. This land, I mean, we can reanimate Oculus, but we are just dead either way. I think there's nothing to be done here. Can draw discard off of this, and then reanimate the Oculus, and then that's just it. Show off the new card. Okay. Can you flip this? That'd be kind of sick. I guess you can. I guess that makes flipping targets better. The more expensive the creatures you have in the deck, the better your potential flips are. Let's see if he's got anything else new to show off here. Surak. Yeah, this card's good. It's definitely worth a try. I mean, the creatures are looking beefy here. Touching things, touching cards. Synchronized charge. Cool, you got it. Let's see. +2/+2, vigilance and trample. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and just shove some random things in the deck, just so we get some more play time with the new cards. We'll take out all the Steam Score Scholars, even though, you know, they are obviously very good. And let's just throw in some random things. I don't think you want more than one Narset, though. We can put in all the Tersas, I guess. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's kind of a lot. But if you want to see the card go to work, it's a legendary. We'll keep 2 of these Scholars in, I think. Yeah, if it wasn't legendary, I run all 4. The Grappler, it's just like you need multiple targets to get the Helping Hand in there, so I don't even think it's a really good early game card, if I'm being honest. So we're going to go back to exactly what we were doing before. I just don't think it makes sense to run really more than one of these. Like, it's a good late game Helping Hand, double that up, get 2 things back, sure. But early game, you're copying Torch the Tower. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. All right, we're doing basically what we did before. We'll draw into it. It'll be fine. What should I do for my last deck is the question. I forget what other ideas I had. If we have time. Did dragons, I did collect a company, I did all sorts of Mardu decks. We could do Teamer with that bear thing that helps ramp you. I'm not like crazy excited about that. We could try that. Bant is a mill deck I could make. I wrote down Bant, Glacierwood Siege, mill plus Jace draw. This is fine. I guess I would be down for that. I'd be down for mill deck, I think. Golgari, we could hold Torch here. I think that's reasonable. Just get down the Surveil land. Let's hold open Torch. Maybe they have a 2-drop. Nope, they do not. Okay. Another fast land, no blue yet. Drop one of our 2 inties. We're running 24 lands, so we got a bit more land than usual. Cut down, sure. Try the intie again. It's the Rhino. The 3-mana 3/4. Gain 2 life. Okay. Oculus showing up. Looking good here. Surveil. In case they kill the intie, this lets us discard, so I think you keep that on top. Just in case they kill the intie again. It guarantees we can discard the Oculus, and then it can helping hand it back next turn. To the face with trample. No blocks. Yeah, we can attack and discard a land. Or just, discard the Oculus, I guess. We'll see what we get here. They let us move to combat. Let's hope they also don't main deck Graveyard. Hate. We'll be sad. Cool. That's actually a good draw, right? Oh, we have to tap it to harmonize. That's okay. Cool. So let's do this. We're going to try to. Let's see if they have Graveyard Hate too. I would be so pissed. All right, here we go. Take some more blue. And then we can play this card. Just a casual draw 3. Kill the Oculus. Maybe we'll draw into the next reanimator. I don't know. Creature card. Okay, let's try out Tersa, I guess. Haste doesn't look that good against them. I feel like the Scholar's actually better, but whatever. We'll keep Tersa around. See what happens. 5 cards in Graveyard. So, actually, we could get really lucky here. I think we start by just going for it. We have all the mana to do whatever we want. Opponent's got 3 mana open, so they'll probably kill this thing before we move to combat, but... I want to bin the fast land, and I don't think the Torch is doing a whole lot either here. It synergizes well with Inti. Yeah, that's nice. Shiko, okay. We move to combat. Throated. Goodbye. I think we'll discard a land. Don't think we need too much more. Maybe we'll hit something juicy. Prof. Alright. I guess you're okay here. Either Prof or take the Bitter Reunion. I guess we'll just take the Prof. They are down to 10. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. We're looking for another Reanimator spell or a Shiko. Drop to 9. Rhino putting in work. Stabilizing the board. It's a 6/6 flyer. That does not bode particularly well for us. I guess we can block it with the Scholar, kind of. What's the play here? How do we win this game? Pump Inti to the moon? Force him to block, I guess. Huh. We could overnight. We could draw a crap ton of cards here, actually. Set sorcery speed. We could also get the fear missing out haste. That could be very good as well. Okay, let's start here. Again, I'm not a pro at this deck. I'm sure people know every little thing you're supposed to be doing here, but I don't. That's cool, but not helpful right now. And then I want to play you, I think. Get rid of a fast land. Helping Hand showing up here. I think I want to sack this thing and give it haste, though. If we draw, can we harmonize 5? No, there's not really a way to do that if we also want to give the Fear Missing Out haste. We're 1 short, I think, of all the mana we want. I think this works. So now I attack all, right? Put 3+1 counters here. Get a second combat step. Right, right. Is this how you do this deck? Untap. Discard another land, sure. Another +1 counter. I think we're doing the thing. Another Helping Hand. We get back Oculus regardless. Oh my gosh. We're so good at this game. That was cool. This deck is cool. Maybe I'll just play this deck. Maybe I'll make a daily video with different decks, and I'll just play this deck every day for a week because I would like to learn it. It's crazy cool, I feel like. It feels very different from the other decks you can play. Just do like a week of like, let's master this random deck in best of 3. It's got so many different angles. I like it. I'm into it. Husky, TCG. We're on the play with some discard. We keep this, and we'll figure out the rest of it later. Tersa. Is she a lady orc? Not sure. I feel like she's a fierce lady orc. She got long hair, yeah. Okay, fast land. Discard, then draw, in that order precisely. Goodbye. Another fast land, okay. Invasion for 2? Or reveal a dragon? Oh, Twin Flame. Better put on some pressure soon. I guess it's just you. Discard the Oculus. We could discard the land here as well. Probably fine. Helping Hand. Very nice. Okay. Cool. So the difference there is the Steam Score Scholar, you just discard 1 Oculus. You draw 2 and then discard 1. We had to discard 2 cards. But we did have haste, so we got in a little bit more aggressively. This creature will come in tapped, so we can't... I guess we can't harmonize this turn anyway. Sarkhan. Opponent is a little behind the 8 ball here. Let's see if they go another Tarkir and kill my Light Shatter. I think that would make sense. I feel like Light Shatter's going to die. So we can Helping Hand plus Inti this turn, I guess. I don't know if you really want to take a whole turn off in this deck particularly. You know, oh man, yeah, maybe we just want to discard this card. Have it sit in your graveyard and then get a random giant Harmonize. Maybe one of is fine, but you never cast it for 3. Maybe you just always bin it to the graveyard. Yes, next dragon down. Okay. Land is cool. Could Helping Hand and draw. I'm not sure how good the draw is, really. We do have it down there, yeah. We could also just torch the Sarkhan, which takes off a little bit of pressure here. It's kind of a waste, but our torch isn't doing a whole lot else. I think this is fine. I think we'll hold it open. Alright, yeah, we'll take you. It's a good flip target. It's a really good flip target, actually. Get double attacks with the Oculus. One more land would be good, then we could also draw 3. X equals 2. Go ahead and torch the Sarkhan. So they think they can get it up to 3 power and attack down the Tarkir. Sure. But now they are 3 damage short. And we are going to flip the Fear of Missing Out, and they are not going to like that very much. Hello. I think you just attack him again here. Land is fine. Not sure it matters too much. You can't flip non-creatures, right? Only if it's a creature, yeah. Ho 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 ho! Let's go. We gotta show it to him. I guess we got the hasty boy here. We could obviously get the next Oculus, but let's show off the new cards. Discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. So we could discard 1, put it in the graveyard for cheap, and then give him heck. And now, in theory, we could cast this card. We still have to pay for the cast. And it's exiled for good? Is that true? Exile a card at random. Yeah, that is one cost to that. Is if you exile the Oculus and you can't cast it, and you likely won't be able to cast it. That kind of sucks. Because then it's just gone from the game. You just did a little self-graveyard hate. So I think that is a steep cost. I mean, it's going to be a 1 in 7 chance. I guess it's probably worth it. It's a free card draw engine. Every time you attack, you get an extra card for free. But 1 in 7 times, you will exile your Oculus. And if you... Well, it's interesting. I guess you'll always have enough cards to cast it. It's maybe not that bad. All right, this is a weird hand. We have some new cards that we don't really want to see. But we'll give it a go. We got Helping Hand. Fast land here. So we'll randomly dump Taigam on 2. And then we're looking to double spell. Helping Hand again. All right, Taigam. Let's see what you got. Voice of Victory. I guess we just Scholar here. I want more white. He might not block you. I mean, we could probably drop Narset. What are we gonna do this turn? We could reanimate Narset. Like, this sounds silly, but we get back Narset for 1 and play Tersa this turn. It's kind of a waste. I don't know. A little bit of waste. All right. Mobilize. Doesn't matter how we block. Actually, it does. These creatures don't die. We should have blocked the 1/1s. Okay. So we can Tersa attack and reanimate the Narset potentially. For whatever that's worth. Autopay, leave white open. We do want to potentially draw. Yeah. I mean, I think we do want to potentially draw into better stuff. Okay. Sure. We don't have 7 or more cards. This is a useless attack, I guess. So it's just you in the air. Then we Helping Hand the Narset. And then do we cast the Narsets? We cast a lot of spells this turn, right? No, we cast... This will be our second spell cast. This is not a bad Narset turn, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. Well, let's do it, because we don't really need the stories anyway, and it's pretty good down there. All right, kind of a waste, but now we're into the Narset. Now we're into the Narset game plan. Attack all button. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, you really want to block all of these things. Or you could double block Zergo. That would also kind of solve the problem, assuming they don't have the pump spell in hand. They probably have it, though. That's pretty awkward. We could many block this guy. If he has the +X, it's so bad. Oh, God. All right, let's just block these, I guess. Maybe you can block here. I just think he's going to have the +X blowout spell. Just get lost. Okay, all right. But if you triple block that, it's really bad. Okay, we live another turn here. Suspend. We got 3 turns left, and then we get some random card back, which is cool. We can harmonize, which means we'd have to tap a creature. So we could attack with the Scholar, and then we'd only have to pay 3 for this, which is still quite expensive. But it's maybe worth it. Second spell each turn. Okay. Alright, let's just tap the Scholar, I think. Or maybe we'll just tap the, maybe we'll just tap the Narset. Let's do this. Not an amazing. We'll get to suspend someone here. Eidetic Memory. We already moved to combat. Yeah, we kind of wasted that. Chandra not looking amazing. But I guess the lands can go. Yeah, this is not an inspiring turn on our part. If we had played Profs first, that would have been better, because then we could have made a Giant Scholar. But I wasn't sure we would draw. That was a little bit of fumble there. We ended up tapping the Narset anyway. Okay, it is what it is. So you get suspended if we can live that long. I just feel like Chandra's not doing a whole lot here. Shiko, eh? Do we have anyone good to reanimate currently? Tersa? Maybe you get reanimated with Shiko. Nah, I like my hand. I think it's good. It's good enough. Well, we're pretty much dead here. Taigam is incredibly slow. Like, the game has to go on so long to ever get the suspend counters off. Ha! That's pretty good. I mean, we're pretty much dead. It's not really a whole lot. I mean, all these guys do double damage here. So, it's roughly lethal any which way, I think. We could math it out, but it doesn't matter. Cool. Okay, we'll do one more game here. I do think, yeah, I think Taigam's really slow. Like, what games can you really take advantage of a suspend for? In standard, in best of 1 standard, or best of 3 standard? Like in the really long domain mirror matches, sure. But then are you main decking it? Are you putting 1 copy? Are you putting 3? You want to draw it early so you have enough time, but that means you're playing more copies of it. This was totally fine. It's the Brew Lab. Fast land, do nothing. Monk, nice. Suspend? Slick Shot. Okay, so that's that deck. Okay, we'll start here. So 1 creature down. Ooh, alright, so now we just need land. So we're going to be super prowessy flurry-ish. It's a good way to trigger flurry, or like cast your second spell each turn if this one's free. untap. Nice. A Battle Mouse. Second spell we cast costs 1 less to cast, but that one already was 0? So they netted up negative mana. Not really. Another land. Could Prof here for damage. We could Bitter Reunion and just hit the 5th land on time. Inti is so-so. We're probably not going to cast anything else good. I think we will, just Bitter Reunion? Nothing here is super appealing to me. If you Inti, you can bin the other Oculus, I guess. And maybe hit the land for turn. I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, that is super nice. Damn. Hot damn. Okay. Busted. A face down creature. They're not going to enter, so I guess we'll take the bigger one. We got Shiko on the way too. Damn. Let's see if we can kill this guy before he pops off. He's looking a little underpowered with the Battle Mouse. Destroy target creature for greater. Okay. There's some damage. Just you. Keep the Mentor alive. Down to 13. It's a game here. Fast land is not what you want to see. If we hit the untap land, we can Prof, which I think is where you want to go. We want to keep blue open. Keep blue open. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's going on here? Discard the fast land. Another Oculus down there. Okay, but that's kind of all we got. We did not hit the land for the Prof. Guess we'll see what's on top. Another Scholar. I mean, we really just went the untap land for next turn if we can. Ooh, we already played? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. In terms of attacks here, I mean, we kind of want to block on the way back, but they're going to hit for a lot. We're going to be almost dead next turn, actually. Maybe this one is still fine. I don't think there's a big incentive. I guess we could have hit a one more helping hand this turn. It's very unlikely, but we could have. Okay. We'll see we're just dead. Nope, that's not a non-creature spell. Bolt Wave Face. It's a lot of damage. ETB. Just you. Fairly cautious. We can trade off the Inti. We need the Inti to hit the land, potentially. So if you want to trade, we could trade off you. Not sure if I find lethal on you. I think it's fine. I think we're almost dead here. I think we want to play a little defensively. Drop to 6. We're looking for the land. We don't hit it. We could hit it off the Inti attack. Could we hit Delirium here? With an instant, yes. But then we wouldn't have enough mana to do the thing. And we basically have to cast a flyer here or we lose. So we got to attack with someone. And we're happy to throw away the Inti because we don't really care. The other one's a better blocker. And you really want to hit the untap land. We could also kill the flyer this turn with Torch if we don't get there. Okay. This is not so bad. Let's see how they block. They eat it all. Okay. So we can recommission the Oculus and torch torch the flyer or torch the Mentor maybe. Torch the Innocence, probably. Okay. I think that's worth it over trying to fear into the last land. This one has haste. If we took the flyer, we'd have lethal too. Shelter. No, I don't think that's happening. Hopefully 2 damage is enough. Some misplays for sure. If we had taken the flyer, we'd have lethal in the air this turn. I guess I was assuming we would kill the Innocence. Oh my gosh, +2/+2. Damn. Alright. That is unfortunate as a last card. Goodbye. Swing for 8, and that is game. Okay, that is it for this video. I am about out of time. I'll take a quick break and do one more single deck, and then I will be done. And I'm pretty burned out at this point, so I will be looking forward to some time off from Magic and maybe sleeping a bit more. Yeah, deck thoughts. We didn't really learn too much, honestly. Take more time to play around with. We don't have a hour-long clock left. Light Shatter. Yeah, the haste seems good, especially with the Proph's Eidetic Memory. Doesn't have flying, which ends up being relevant some of the time. And the random exile is straight up card draw. So it does have straight up more card draw than the Scholar, potentially, if they leave it unchecked. So it's interesting for sure. The Grappler, again, I think it's a little too niche, except that Double Torch Tower is pretty good too. Double Helping Hand is busted if you happen to have it all set up. And we do have a lot more creatures in this version, so maybe it's decent. First Strike isn't bad against a lot of mono red stuff until they get their own First Strike. Narset, we didn't get to see pop off, but I think honestly all these cards are solid. Like, I don't know if any of them are necessarily optimal, but all of them are solid and certainly fun to play around. So we'll play around with them more once the set actually releases. If you enjoyed today's video, you can hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.